Hello, thanks for stopping by today. It is my last day for using the 2020-2022, that's a mouthful, In Color DSP. I also love the other accessories that are part of those colors. And here is my last card. I just couldn't do this without doing a daisy. I had to have a daisy this week. If you're interested in the supplies and the measurements for today's card, there's a link in the information section below in the blog to the blog post with all the information. So for this card, I chose to use the Daisy Lane stamp set, specifically the medium daisy and the smile. So let's get started. And the first thing I need are my dimensions for you. And this card has a fun fold at the top, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do. So I'm going to take my cardstock, and this is Cinnamon Cider, and it's 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. I'm going to flip it over and do the back. Some of this cardstock is heavier than the others. All right, now we're ready to do our fold at the top. You're going to need a ruler and a pencil. So you're going to take your ruler and you're going to put it at the top and you're going to make a mark. I'm trying to do this. All right, let me get this on the grid so I make sure I do this right. All right, you're going to make a mark. Oops, it's caught on the daisy. You're going to make a mark at the top at 1.5 inches from the side. So you're going from the folded side over 1.5 inches. And you make a mark. Then you're going to rotate it so that the fold is near you. Put your ruler down again. And you're going to go down 2 3/4 of an inch. Like so. Now, what you need to do is you need to take your scoring blade tool. Hopefully they still have it. I have it because I have the large scoring plate. All right. You're going to put your ruler at the top where that dot is and on the side where that dot is, and you're just going to take and go down it a couple of times so you get a score mark. All right. Then what you want to do is you want to fold on that score mark. Use your bone folder so you get a nice crisp fold. And you're saying, but now how do you do the rest of it? Now we need to work on our piece of DSP. So if your paper has a direction, make sure you have it facing up. Take your ruler, measure over 1.5 inches, and make a mark. Turn your paper, come down 2.5 inches. I know the other one was more, but it didn't work out. Then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to put it at your 2 marks. So there and there. All right. And take and draw your line. All right. Then you're going to take your paper snips and you're going to cut on that line. Now, if you have a trimmer, you can put it in there and line it up. I just found it easier to trim it. All right, this piece, now we can put on our card base. So I'm going to put glue on the back, and you can use whichever side you wanted. I wanted the words for some interest. All right. And for this one, don't worry about the score line. watch your sides and your bottom, because that piece actually fits up right against that score line. This is then folded over, and you're going to take some glue and you're going to do just the tip. So add some glue at the tip. And then you want to hold it in place so that till it grabs. All right. That may not stay, but we'll find out. Now you're going to take your piece that you cut off and you're going to add it to the folded triangle at the top. And I use the other side because when you fold the paper, you get to see the back side. So this is a great idea for, here we go, for showing off both sides of the DSP. Oops, and I forgot to put my, let me see if I can get it up real quick. Yep, I can. I forgot to put my ribbon. So I'm going to pull that up. Don't you just love it when I make the mistakes? So, and then I'm using some tear-in tape. And I'm going to put some tear-in tape on the back of here. And it's more than I need, but that's okay. I can. All right. And I'm going to take and burnish it. And normally I would use the pokey tool, but since I messed up, I'm doing it this way. And I'm going to fold that piece that was too long down. Now I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to add it to this side. And I'm going to go over this way. So I'm turning it so I can see. And I'm going to add that one there. And then to make sure it stays down, since I messed up, I'm going to take and put tape over the top of the ribbon. And I'm going to add an extra piece in the middle to make sure it stays down. All right, so I got to take my backs off. And this one's going to be a little hard since it's a little too long. Let's see if I can get it. Let me go in with my pokey tool in the middle and lift it. You might know I'd mess up on the very last card. All right, so I folded that down. Let me get this one. All right, got that piece. I'll fold that back on itself. And now I'll do the one in the middle. And no one but you and I will know that I messed up. All right. There we go. See? There's always a way to fix it. Always, always, always. Let me get rid of these papers here. All right. I'll do the knot afterwards. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to make your daisy. And I took scrap paper of Bumblebee and crushed curry ink. And I'm going to take my bone folder and I'm going to fold, or gently, and I mean gently, don't pull your petals off. Take 2 of them and curl the petals down. I like a nice full daisy. And then take the other one and curl the petals up so it's in the opposite direction. Pull in your glue dots. Take your daisy, stick a glue dot in the middle, and be careful when you pick this up because it'll separate. Did you know that there's there's a way to pull those off so that that doesn't happen? Yeah, I always have to test it and see, and I'll show you, see if I can show you. So I've stuck this down. If I pull, oh, that one came up. Sometimes if I pull that way, it doesn't work, so you have to pull it the other way. So now this goes in the center of those others, so you've offset it. So you have a nice full daisy. Then I used the painted, no, not the painted labels. Yes, painted labels. It's from the Poppy set dies. And I cut out my ribbon, or not my ribbon, my leaves from Just Jade. And I'm going to put those on the backs with the glue dot and pinch it to get it off so that it comes off and doesn't rip, because I've had that happen. Then you have to modify. Wasn't that fold easy to do? It was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. All right, and I'm going to put that there. Now I'm not going to put that on because the next step we have to do is we need to take our inside and we want to attach it to the inside of your card base. Center it side to side, top to bottom. All right. Now you want to close this, and the next step is to stamp our sentiment, which I just chose the smile from the same stamp set. And I'm going to pull in a scrap paper so I can see. Yeah. I just need to make sure it's inked up correctly and that I have it straight. And stamp your sentiment with Early Espresso. Now we're ready to take our dimensionals and add some dimensionals in the back. That helps keep your daisy nice and fluffy and full. And I'm going to take the backs off and hold it carefully when you do that so that you don't rip your daisy. And then I'm going to put that daisy down in that corner like so. And then somewhere on here, there it is, I used this punch. It's retired. It's probably about 3/8 of an inch. I find the 1/2 inch is too big, but I use this punch a lot for the center of this daisy. I'm going to put it on a glue dot, and I'm going to put it in the center. And this really isn't a daisy, it's a Black-Eyed Susan. I've been calling it Daisy the whole time. Okay, there we go. And make sure you do the inside in the envelope. If you have enjoyed today's video, would you please give it a thumbs up, which is a like on YouTube. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel. Click the button below. If you want to be notified when I upload a video, click the bell next to the subscribe button. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope I inspired you with today's creation.